They receive the most vicious audit. Oh shit. Well, alright. Okay, Jagl. I wasn't gonna drink tonight, but I will take the shot. Alright, let's look at the road pirate. Thank you for subbing, Jagl. I will go get a shot glass.
Okay.
Just your signature in the red box, please.
I'm hungry too.
You're not admitting guilty to the infraction.
I was so sad for a minute because I thought I was out of snacks. But I have snacks.
Hey, Mr. Casher, you still live at that mailing address you have here? That's for sole purpose of the infraction, sir. I don't want to get mailed out to somewhere else. Alright, so just remain inside the vehicle, be right back.
Oh my god.
You see what he asked me? He tried to ask me, you know, he tried to just say, is this the, he tried to get me to answer a question, and I'm simply not going to answer a question.
So that's how the trifold works. Right here.
Yeah, he's using, so we also have the Fifth Amendment, which is the right not to, the right to avoid self-incrimination. So you always have the right to just not say anything. And they can't take that as either an affirmative or a negative statement.
Talking, not get out of your car, not do anything else. I have a different role in life than you do. It's my job to push and challenge the status quo. However, you saw that even when he tries to get me to say something to answer a question, I simply won't do it. From here,
I wonder what he was like in high school.
Take the ticket.
Probably bullied.
To survive the stop, not to push the envelope. So you just saw.
He's absolutely one of those, well, actually,
do it.
Kids.
That's my license, insurance, proof of registration.
Why is it, like, laminated like that?
Hey, Mr. Casher, you still live at that mailing address you have here? That's for sole purpose of the infraction, sir. I don't want to get mailed out to somewhere else.
Oh, 2,000 points to the double
Just remain inside the
malort.
vehicle, be right back.
Alright,
He tried to get me.
so this one's for Jagl subbing. Thank you, Jagl. Love having you guys here. I think this is going to be a fun stream. I think we're going to just look at a bunch of First Amendment auditors. Very exciting. Cheers.
Get me to answer a question, and I'm simply not going to answer a question. So, you know, and then, you know, just so you know, this
so
little
bad.
piggy right here, he doesn't have dominion over me. So he doesn't have the right to tell me that I can't get out of the car and get him on video. It's within my rights. I have freedom of movement. This pig right here doesn't get to decide whether or not I have to stay in my car or not. You know, that's, you know, what it is it's a dominating practice. It's where they want to claim that they have dominion over you, and they can tell you where you can go, where you can sit, where you can stand, where you can stay. And the truth is they don't. So, you know.
Well, okay, but my question is, if he can't tell you where to go, what to do, can't you just drive off?
It's just, and I don't know what he said. I was speeding or whatever he said, but the truth is that, you know, he doesn't have, you know, and for what reason? I'm driving along.
Maybe the headphones are like, you know, the alien controlling him.
The same old, pulling me over for my speed, but I have somewhere I have to be. So I'm not sure why he pulled me over. You have the radar? Can I see that? Okay. You have it on. I can get a video of that real quick, of that. I'd like to see it. I'd like to see the actual radar if you said I was speeding and you got me on camera. You got me on LiDAR, right? Let's see it. Sure, let's see it. I'll put it on camera so we can see it.
Oh.
Sure.
I do want to know what's up with the headphones.
You want to Terry stop me now?
No, oh, you?
I mean,
I'm not leaving inside my car.
I mean, but I'm not going to do anything in your car. You got a gun. I don't got a gun. I mean, can I feel your waistband? Right.
All right.
I mean, you're gonna
Go ahead, sir.
you're gonna write me a ticket?
Yes, sir.
He has decent physiognomy, however, I'm noticing this area, he has a lot of like weird bunchiness, and I'm suspicious of that.
So how's that help me out? How does that do society any good? You ticketing me, what do you think? Does that do any society any good? Or could you say just slow down, sir?
It generates tax revenue.
Where are you going in? I mean, why can't you just?
Okay, physiognomy is the idea that you can look at a person's face, and based on the characteristics of the face, the way the skin rests on it, the way that the muscles under the face make the face appear, you can get a read on their personality, what they're like, whether they're good people or bad people. And the reason that that is a thing, it's kind of like the same as astrology in a way. But the idea is that, like, if someone's a good person, they're going to be smiling a lot more, and the muscles in their face that are involved in that will cause the face to take on a specific shape. Physiognomy, very interesting. It's totally a pseudoscience, but I like it. It's real.
Leave me alone.
It's very esoteric.
No,
I like
I'm
that.
not driving like a total maniac. I'm barely speeding if I'm speeding. Why can't you?
Did you? Okay,
You just
he didn't
slow
just
down.
admit to speeding.
Oh, I ain't gonna tell you slow down.
Yeah, but you're gonna give me a ticket, and what's that gonna do for society?
You want to see the radar?
Sure, I'd like to see it.
Police have a quota of the amount of tickets they need
Right. Can I?
to
Sorry.
write per like month.
So that's the 89 miles an hour. So now you write me a ticket. Now what's the process here?
So you have to contact the court, get your court date, and figure out what the court's.
Right, but I'm just saying there's nobody on the road. I'm driving in an open road in the middle of the desert. How am I hurting anybody?
What's the speed limit, sir?
But how am I hurting anybody?
You're not.
Where's
It's
the
the
victim
law.
of my crime?
The law does not equal morality. You got caught because you didn't see the speed trap.
Right. So then you could pull me over as someone who works for the state and say, you should slow your car down or I'm going to give you a ticket and your insurance is going to go up. It's going to affect you greatly. You could just do that. And then the thousands of people who will see this will then go, you know what? He told him, hey, I'll slow down, dude. If I'm going too fast, I'm sorry I was going
He literally caught you speeding. Just take the ticket.
too fast. I'm trying to get to my dentist appointment.
Okay.
I got to be in Arizona by a certain time. I apologize. I'm more than willing to set my cruise control at the proper speed. I didn't even realize I was going too fast.
All right, sir.
And I'm sorry. I mean, I made a mistake, you know, but I just got to get my teeth fixed.
Don't make mistakes, but speed limit is everything.
Right, but you giving me a ticket causes me massive problems. My insurance, my money, my life.
Okay, but that's not his problem. That's what you should have thought about before you
My driver's
sped.
license, you know, and the license, once they take your license and they impound your car if you don't pay your fees, and then if you don't, then you get to jail. So you're starting the process for my life being ruined if I can't pay. That's what you're doing.
But
No, I'm blaming you for joining an organization that has no feelings for anybody else but
Yeah.
yourselves. It's all about
that's
officer
what they do,
safety. It's not
Jagl,
about,
because
you
they
know
have
what?
to write a
I
certain
got out
amount
of
of
the car,
tickets,
I
or they
explained to
don't
you,
get.
I'm late for my dentist
They
appointment.
get
I
like
apologize for
dinged on
going
their
too
fucking
fast. I'm
performance
more than willing to
reviews.
set my cruise control lower, but there's no giving you.
Oh, please. I just started taking a seat. I'll be right with you.
So that's it.
Yes, sir. Just start taking a seat.
There's-
I'll be right with you.
There's okay. Yep. I mean, and this is the reason why people
You got.
hate the cops. There's, just so you guys know, there's absolutely
No, I think the reason that people hate the cops is because sometimes they shoot people. But, like, this is just you. This is just you.
nobody on this road.
That's
There's
very
nobody out.
considerate, Jagl.
The roads are completely barren. I mean, there's sparse.
Yeah,
cars,
it's a yearly
sparse.
quota.
I didn't even realize I was speeding, to be honest with you, because the car's just driving along. But it's like this is the whole problem. This is the entire problem.
I
See,
feel like he's in, like,
that man
Nevada
doesn't
or
give
Texas or
one
something.
single bit of care what will happen to my life. He doesn't care what will happen to me. He doesn't care what I'm going through. He doesn't care. I'm trying to get to Arizona to get my teeth fixed, right? He doesn't have any care for you. And
Yeah.
as soon as you realize
Well, yeah,
the
that's
state
Mexico,
doesn't care
though.
about you, and I went back there, I was respectful, I was rational, and I said, hey, look,
That's
you know,
kind
I
of
can't
what they
afford
do
the
here.
insurance.
Oh, Arizona, okay.
You know, it's going to be expensive to pay for the insurance if you give me a ticket. Well, you know, you were going too fast. Okay, I'm sorry I was going too fast.
No,
My
jaywalking's
cruise
not
control
real.
lower. I'm not. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. You know, I'm going to fight the ticket and the whole thing. But it's just the whole mentality of this organization. The whole term of policing and law enforcement and those, you know, cop. Those terms have to go. Those terms
You just broke a law.
have to be washed away. So I'm just a revenue point. It is what it is. It is what it is. It's a little bit annoying. Let me turn my Bluetooth off real quick.
Jaywalking is
It's
not
just a
real.
little bit annoying. I mean, I just don't understand it.
Yeah, it's like, it can't be that much of a ticket. Didn't he call this his most
He's so
brutal
used to telling
audit
people
ever?
what to do that he told me to go have a seat in my car. Once again, I'm in this place here. That is, there's a road that's closed right here. You know, obviously, you know, when there's hundreds and thousands of people who are going to watch what you're doing, you're not going to do anything stupid. You know, you're going to have a little bit more tact. But you know, I'm pulled over here, and there's, I mean, you get a car going by every once in a great while. You know, you got right there's 5 cars on a freeway. There's 5 cars. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, you know, it is what it is.
It is what it is, and he's gonna add another $40 to your ticket for being an asshole. What you gotta do is you gotta pull the shirt up and be like, but you don't give tickets to pretty girls, do you? You know, you gotta bust out the titties.
And you guys noticed when I used the trifold, I didn't answer any questions. You know, I came out to talk to the officer, to the cop officer. It's just such a stupid term. You know, I keep talking about it, but we have to get rid of the ranking system. You know, when you have a officer and then
he's got titties.
and then
Why isn't he using
them?
them?
Lieutenant and a major. Then what happens is these folks have an allegiance to the ranking above them and not an allegiance to the Constitution and not an allegiance to you.
I'm gonna need you to
These are
report
supposed to
for
be peace
mandatory
officers.
psych screening.
That's what these are supposed to be. But instead, what we have is this is the California Highway Patrol, and I mean the guy's just over there writing me a ticket, and for what? There's absolutely no victim, but yet
For
I have to pay
speeding on the
state.
highway.
He didn't pull me over and say, "Hey, sir, you're going too fast." He's going to write me a ticket, and for what? There's absolutely no victim. I wasn't
So just
behind
kill him
anybody.
then.
I wasn't in front of anybody, and so now I'm going to get a
Just
ticket.
walk over
for-
to him,
for
use your
speeding,
kung
and
fu to
there's
disarm
no
him,
victim.
take his gun
There's no
and kill
victim.
him, and then you don't have a
understand that?
ticket.
There should have to be a victim. I don't know. I have no idea. With my camera running, he still asked me, is there anything in your waistband? And kind of did a motion, and I said, is there anything in your waistband?
Castro,
Yes, sir.
come over here, please. All right, so we're done.
Thank you.
All right, so like I told you, I had your reader right at 89 miles per hour. Your record that seemed pretty clean, sir, so I'm just going to get your green 10 miles over, okay?
Okay.
So 80 miles in at 70.
Okay.
Just your signature in the red box, please. And by signing this, you're not admitting guilt to the infraction. Just promise you're going to contact the number at the bottom before September 9th. Understand?
And you're with the California Highway Patrol?
Yes, sir, California Patrol.
What's your name?
Officer Flores.
Officer Flores?
And
mean-
just your signature in the red box, please. And by signing this, you're not admitting guilt to the infraction.
Right, but I just want to point out, there's no victim to a crime. There's no one. I didn't tailgate anybody. I wasn't
You don't move this, I don't
I wasn't
want
racing behind
Stab him,
anybody.
stab
I
him.
wasn't weaving in the lanes.
right.
I'm not drunk driving. I'm not on
He's a
substances.
sovereign
So
citizen,
there's no
yes.
victim here, but yet
The
I'm gonna
difference
have to
between
pay the
him and
state.
sovereign
My insurance
citizens is
gonna
that
go
he has
up,
correct
and this is how
legal
you make
base.
money.
Well, like I said, so you're not admitting guilt to the infraction.
No, I understand that.
Contact the
I'm gonna
courts
plead
and,
not guilty.
Yes,
But I just want to be clear. So I've done nothing. I haven't hurt anybody. But this is how you make money. This is how you.
Like, technically, everything he said in this video is correct, except for the part where he says that he hasn't committed a crime.
You make a living.
I'm not making any money.
Oh no, you make money right now. You're being, and then when I plead not guilty, you get to go to court, right? And then that's how you make money. And I haven't created any victim. Like right now, obviously, I mean, there's thousands of people who will see this. So if I punch you in the face, I've created a victim, right? But there's no victim here. But yet you're making money from me, and there's no victim. You understand?
Okay, sir.
So essentially,
Yes, there is such a thing as a victimless crime. Go to court.
I just want to be clear. Because this whole nonsense that you are has to change. This is my whole channel. What I'm about is changing you guys completely. There's no victim.
Oh my God.
I'm free driving down the road, traveling, and I've.
You know what else is a victimless crime? Drunk driving. Legalized drunk driving. Officer, I was simply enjoying an adult beverage in my car, going 90 miles an hour. I was fully in control of the vehicle, officer. There is no victim. The guardrail that I slammed into at 90 miles an hour is not a person. That is not a victim. Okay? So, you cannot charge me. Recreational drunk drivers are the most oppressed class.